Hey, it's Max with Guitar Center. We're here at Winter NAMM 2026, and we're here in the Yamaha booth with Matteo Mancuso. Matteo, how you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Yeah, everything's good.
Yeah, how's your NAMM going so far?
Yeah, everything's good. It's always huge and loud as every year. This is my fourth year in a row.
Wow.
So I did 23, 24, 25, and this year, and that was the first time I did my performance outside on the big stage, the Yamaha Grand Plaza, if I remember correctly. It's been great. My companions are sounding great than ever, and we have tons of new music finally. So yeah, it's been great so far.
Good to hear. So you are a longtime Revstar user, member of the Yamaha family. Tell us a little bit about what drew you to Revstar, what drew you to Yamaha.
Well, first of all, I started with the Yamaha guys back in 2017, if I remember correctly. Maybe even before, but let's say that the first videos I did with the Revstar were in pretty much the 2017. I started off. Well, I wanted to have a solid body guitar, but that was versatile enough to do also the jazz stuff and the fusion stuff and everything in between, basically. So the Revstar to me was the perfect choice because it was everything I was searching for a solid body, and it was sonically speaking similar to the Gibson SG that I was playing before Yamaha came. So it was kind of to me an improved version and a more versatile version of one of my favorite guitars, that was the Gibson SG at the time. Now I'm currently playing two custom guitars. One is the Revstar, of course, and the other one is the Pacifica. And the only difference with the Pacifica is that I added the Vega trim on it. But other than that, it's just stock stuff and DiMarzio pickups on both. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
So when you talk about it feeling like it's improved upon of your previous favorite instrument, what are the key elements? Is it the playability? Is it the sound? What jumps out at you for what makes a guitar great? What made Revstar great?
I really like a lot of dynamics on the guitar, so I slightly prefer pickups that don't have too much output, for example. And plus accessibility on the last frets. I'm not a big fan of 24 frets guitars, so I always ask for like 22, and that's okay to me. And other than that, I'm not really nerdy about the specs, you know. The standard Revstar was good enough. We did some improvements on the custom Revstar. For example, the heel, the neck joint is a little bit more excavated, let's say, like there's
tapered in there.
Yeah, there's kind of it was done by hand.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it feels better compared to the standard Revstar. And I have to thank Rafael, the luter that is currently working with Yamaha. He's done a brilliant job on both guitars, and he's really an amazing luter. And apart from that, they're not really fancy stuff, you know. I like to have lock-in tuners because I don't like to do like all the things that you need to do while you are restringing your guitar, but it's good to have lock-in tuners. And that's it. I'm a lazy guy, so.
Yeah, I think every player can appreciate that. So you mentioned some new music. What's going on for you as far as music, touring, etc.?
Well, we have a new album coming out. It will be on April 24, the second solo album. We already play some new material. So the thing that I'm not necessarily a big fan of is that people are making a lot of videos. So all the new songs are spoiled even before the album comes out. But that's the way it is today. So you cannot do anything about it. But for us musicians, it's refreshing to finally play new music because we were stuck to just play the first album for a long time. It came out in 2023, and we did like basically 3 years or more to just play always the same set list. So it was refreshing for us to finally
change it up a little bit.
Yeah, change it up the set list and finally play some new stuff.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned, you started playing it, the album's not out yet. What's it like when, after going from, creating in these small rooms with a small group of people to going out there, playing it in front of people, videos getting on the internet, to seeing how people are responding? What does that feel like for you?
Well, if the responsive is good, it feels good. I don't know. It always depends. Like when you are playing one of your songs in front of people, it's almost like it feels like you are vulnerable to them because you are showing the compositional part of it, not only the playing part. And some people will like it, some people will not like it, but that's okay because if you are playing something that is you, it needs to be like that. You can't make happy 100% of the people, you know? So that's how it is. And it feels amazing to play your own stuff because I've done a lot of covers in the past, especially when I was starting with YouTube and Facebook and all of that. And you can, especially with covers, you just concentrated on flexing your chops, you know, like just playing and
you didn't write the melody, you didn't write the lyrics, you didn't write the
yeah, you didn't write anything, so you just concentrate on the playing part. Right, on the other side, when you are playing something that's yours, you are concentrating more on let's say making yourself emotional in a way because it's something that you really like about the music you are creating. So I always like, okay, I'm trying to transfer the same emotions I'm feeling to the other people. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's the most important thing to me when I'm playing my own stuff.
Right. So album's coming out April.
Yeah.
Tour supporting that thereafter, yeah?
There's a tour. There's a European tour coming after the album will come out. Actually, the album will come out during the tour, so we already have tons of gigs even before April 24. And then, other than that, I don't really have any other projects. Like this year will be pretty much centered around the second album. Yeah,
and then a much-needed break. Yeah.
Yeah, I think starting from September there will be a break.
Good. Well, Matteo, thank you so much for your time today. Pleasure talking to you. Really appreciate it. Again, keep an eye out for his album coming out in April and follow him on YouTube, Instagram, all the places. And if you want to learn more about Yamaha's Revstar lineup, head to guitarcenter.com and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for all the latest news from NAMM.